Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome to English with Everyday Conversations, the podcast where we help you learn real English in the most fun and practical way. I'm Jenny, your host, and today we have a very special guest on the English Cafe.
Hey everyone! I'm Peter, a fellow language enthusiast and chai lover. Jenny, I have to say, nothing brings people together like a good cup of tea.
Absolutely, Peter. And today, while we sip on this warm, comforting chai, we're going to teach you 5 amazing English phrases that will make you sound more natural in conversations.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. And let me guess, these phrases all have something to do with tea?
Bingo! So grab your cup of chai, sit back, and let's dive into today's lesson.
Alright, let's start with a fun one. Spill the tea. Any guesses on what it means?
Does it mean making a mess? Like literally spilling tea?
Not quite. When someone says, spill the tea, they actually mean share some gossip or juicy news. Like this, come on, spill the tea. What happened at the party last night?
Oh, so it's like saying, tell me everything, don't leave out the good parts.
Exactly. You got it. Let me give you another example. You're smiling like you know something. Spill the tea already.
Okay, I got it. So spill the tea means I want to know everything. Don't leave out the good parts.
Exactly.
Hey listeners, let's practice. Imagine your friend just came back from a vacation. What would you say to them if you wanted to hear all the exciting details? Spill the tea. How was your trip?
Speaking of tea, here's another phrase, not my cup of tea.
Oh, I use this one a lot. It's a polite way of saying you don't really like something. For example, I tried watching horror movies, but they're not my cup of tea.
Oh, then I'd say, waking up early is not my cup of tea.
Yes, same here. Give me my chai, but let me sleep first. Hey, lovely listeners. Let's practice. Think about something you don't really enjoy, but others do. Now say, waking up early is not my cup of tea.
Next up, steep learning curve. Now, you know how tea takes time to steep and get that perfect flavor?
Yeah, and if you don't wait, it's just hot water.
Exactly. So, when something is difficult at first but gets easier over time, we say, it has a steep learning curve. Like, learning a new language has a steep learning curve, but it's worth it.
Oh, like when I first started cooking. Total disaster, but now, I love it.
Yep, that's a great example.
Think of something that was hard for you at first, but became easier over time. Now say, learning English has a steep learning curve, but I'm getting better at it.
Now let me tell you about the phrase, warm up to someone.
Ooh, I know this one. Warm up to someone means you didn't like them at first, but over time, you start liking them.
Spot on. Just like a warm cup of tea on a cold day, it takes a moment, but then it feels just right. Let me give you an example. I wasn't sure about my new neighbor, but I'm warming up to him now.
Oh, and it works for things too, right? Like, I didn't like jazz music before, but I'm warming up to it.
Exactly. You're getting the hang of it.
Understood. Let's give our listeners another example. At first, I didn't like running, but now I'm warming up to it.
Whoa! Great going, Jenny.
Now, listeners, let's practice. Think of a food, a song, or a person that you didn't like at first but now enjoy. Say out loud, I'm warming up to... Anna wasn't excited about yoga at first, but after a few sessions, she's warming up to the practice.
Okay, last one. Put the kettle on. Sounds simple, right?
Yep, it literally means making tea. But in British English, it's also a way to say, let's sit and talk over a cup of tea. And here's how it's used. Oh, you've had a long day. Come on in, let's put the kettle on and talk.
Yeah. Whenever my grandma visits, she says, put the kettle on, let's have a chat.
Oh, so if a friend comes over, I could say, you look tired, let's put the kettle on and talk.
Perfect. It's such a cozy phrase, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now listeners, think of a situation where you'd invite someone for tea and say, let's put the kettle on. Try using it in a sentence. He was upset, so I put the kettle on and made him some tea to calm him down.
So Jenny, we learned 5 phrases with tea which you can use in your daily conversations. I hope you enjoyed this session.
Totally! Who knew a cup of tea could teach us so much English? This was fun.
Thanks, Jenny. I hope our listeners also enjoyed learning these phrases as much as you did.
I'm sure they would have totally enjoyed the session as well. Now, we want to hear from you. Which phrase was your favorite? How many other phrases with T do you know? Tell us in the comments.
Also, if you can frame some other sentences using the phrases we learned today, do let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow our podcast for more fun and easy English lessons.
But before we end today's session, let's see if you remember all the cool phrases we learned today.
That sounds fun. Let's do it. But before we jump into our practice session, let's go through the 5 phrases we learned today.
Sure, Peter.
The first one is spill the tea. Spill the tea means sharing some gossip or juicy news with someone.
The second one is not my cup of tea, meaning something that you don't like.
The third one is steep learning curve, meaning something that seems difficult at first but gets easier over time.
The fourth one is warm up to someone or something. It means not liking someone or something at first, but liking them eventually.
And the final one is put the kettle on. The literal meaning of put the kettle on is making tea. But it is also a way of saying, let's sit over and talk over a cup of tea.
We're going to give you some sentences with missing words, and you have to fill in the blanks. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's start with the first sentence. I didn't like coffee at first, but now I drink it every day. I guess I'm... Yes? The answer is warming up to it.
Warming up to something means you're slowly starting to like it. You did like coffee at first, but now you are warming up to it. You have slowly started liking it.
Learning to drive was really tough at first, but now I'm getting better. It had a... Yes, the answer is steep. A steep learning curve means something difficult to learn at first, but easier over time. You just came home from work looking exhausted. Sit down, I'll... Perfect. The answer is put the kettle on. Put the kettle on means to make tea and have a cozy chat.
I know you have some exciting news. Come on. Yes. The answer is spill the tea. That means to share some juicy news or gossip.
I tried skydiving, but honestly, it's just... That's right. The answer is not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea means something you don't enjoy or prefer.
All right, great job on round 1. Now, let's step it up a little and move on to round 2.
Oh, a challenge! I love it. And don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. We'll go over the answers together.
Okay, now let's try something even more fun. Role-playing. Imagine this. Your best friend comes running up to you, looking super excited. What do you say to ask them for all the juicy details?
What was that phrase we learned for sharing juicy news? Got it, yes. The answer is, spill the tea.
Okay, here's the next one. Your friend invites you to a rock concert, but you don't really like loud music. How do you politely say it's not for you?
Remember, this phrase is used when something isn't really your style or preference. And the answer is, not my cup of tea. All right, next up, imagine you just started a new job, and at first it feels super overwhelming. How do you describe your experience? Think about learning something new that seems difficult at first but gets easier over time. Bingo! The answer is steep learning curve.
Now, picture this. You just moved to a new city, and at first, you weren't sure about the food, but now, you're starting to enjoy it. What would you say?
Oh, this one is easy. It's all about slowly starting to like something. And the answer is warming up to.
Last one. Your best friend comes over after a long day, looking tired. You smile and say, "You look exhausted. Come on, let's."
This phrase is all about making tea and having a cozy conversation. And the answer is, put the kettle on.
And that's it. Great job, everyone. You just practiced 5 amazing English phrases in a fun way.
Now let's see how we can use these 5 tea phrases in our daily conversation.
Emma walked into the kitchen, excited to catch up with her best friend, Lily.
Come on, spill the tea. I haven't seen you in weeks. What's the latest gossip?
She asked eagerly. Lily laughed as she put the kettle on, knowing Emma wouldn't let her rest until she shared everything.
Well, I started a new job, but honestly, it's a steep learning curve. So much to figure out in so little time.
She admitted, shaking her head. Emma nodded in understanding.
I get that. But you'll warm up to it soon, just like you did with your last job.
Lily sighed.
I hope so. Also, my new coworkers invited me to a rock concert, but I think I'll skip it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Emma chuckled, handing Lily a steaming cup of tea.
Well, at least you'll always have this cup of tea. Now, challenge yourself. Try using these phrases in your daily conversations. Maybe even drop one in the comments below. And of course, if you loved this session, make sure to follow our podcast for more English learning fun. See you soon in the next one. Until then, take care and keep practicing.